I was watching another Zaffarino video. I'm gonna leave it down in the description below. If you like my videos, you'll like his 10 times better. But I was watching one where he was talking about building an offensive plan, and today I want to follow it to a T on Chun-Li so I can kind of figure out what I want to do on this character in terms of pressure. I think I already know, but I'm just doing things because people have told me how to do them or I've seen people do them. I don't really understand why I'm doing things. And that's a problem, so we're going to fix that today. This is a screenshot from Zaffarino's video. He calls it systemized pressure. We're going to do all this stuff on Chun-Li so I can really figure it out, and you're going to see me learn it in real time. But essentially what systemized pressure is in his terms is structured to collect info. You might think of it as a flowchart, but I like to call it systemized pressure because I think flowchart has a negative connotation, and some people might just turn off the video right here when they hear me say that because they feel like it's, I don't know, scrubby. They think a flowchart can, right? They think of somebody who is just autopiloting, not really thinking about the game, but that's not what this is. This is pressure structured to give us information. Real quick while the game's loading up, check if you're subbed for me. I'm trying to hit 10K, so I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mind subscribing. So the pressure string that I usually do on Chun-Li is something like this. And if any of it hits, I can go into legs or I can go into spinning bird kick off of the crouch medium kick. But the reason I do that string is not because I figured it out myself or I understand all of the intricacies of it or the benefits of it. Because somebody told me to. It's because I saw it in a Discord channel. So in an effort to understand why this string is so powerful, we're going to talk through it real quick. So first and foremost, it has a tick throw off of crouch light punch. That's one of the things that Zaffarino said. 2, you can shimmy off of this. I can just walk back, and if Karen texts, I can do crouch medium kick and go into legs or spinning bird, whatever I want to go into. And 3, it has a priority trap built in when I go from here to here, and I'll talk about what that is because it's very important. You see, something I didn't realize is that crouch light punch is +2 on block, and this second part of the block string right here is a 5-frame move. So that means right here to here, there's a 3-frame gap, and a lot of people like to mash 3-frame after they block this. But I'm going to show you what happens when you do when I set up the bot. So I've set Karen to press her 3-frame after she blocks a button, and let's see what happens. See how I win even though the Karen player pressed a 3-frame button in a 3-frame gap? Normally, in any other game, we would trade. But in this game, because there's a priority system, and I pressed a medium button and she pressed a light one, I crush her button and I win. So let's do a quick recap of everything that we learned. Our pressure needs to have a tick throw involved, right? So we've got a little tick throw there, and we use that when the opponent blocks this and does absolutely nothing, right? We do this, and we tick throw them. And then maybe they start teching, right? So then we go into our frame trap. But what if they block our frame trap and they tech our throw? Then you do a little shimmy, right? And hopefully they tech and you can go low or you can press whatever button you need to get the hit after the missed throw tech and go into your combo. The next thing that we learned is that some people, let me see if I could set it. Some people like to press a 3-frame in between, our buttons in the block string, right? Maybe they do this. You see them do a 3-frame every single time. So then we go into our priority trap. And once you've used the systemized pressure to understand what your opponent likes to do, Zaffarino talks about this later in the video, but you can start going into the more heavy duty stuff that you know about. For example, if I know somebody is going to mash on wake up every single time, like every single time that I've knocked them down, they've gotten hit by the meaty, I might do something ridiculous like this. And then go into like all this crazy stuff, right? But that's after I've used all the other, systemized pressure stuff to understand that this guy is just mashing on wake up every single time, and I can do ridiculous things like that. I know there was stuff about 2-frame on the list that I showed you, but personally, I'm still learning what that means and trying to figure it out. So I don't feel comfortable trying to teach that. I want you to go to Zaffarino's video and watch how he explains it because it is very important. It basically stops people from just trying to purposely air reset themselves in the corner. Now, to close out this video, I just want to run you through everything on Cammy because I think I understand her systemized pressure a lot better. And if there's any Cammy players out there who want to know, it all kind of stems from stand light kick. So you can do stand light kick shimmy. You can do stand light kick back medium punch. That's her priority trap. It will catch people mashing 3-frame. You can do stand light kick tick throw. And then from there, once you figured out, maybe he likes to mash or whatever, you can just go into heavy duty stuff like this. If he's going to mash every single time on wake up, you can just do something like this and you get a much bigger reward than, stand light kick into this. And much later in the video, I didn't really cover this with Chun, I forgot, but Zaffarino talks about having a frame trap that completely stops buttons. And Juice has taught me this a long time ago, but stand jab into crouch jab is a true block string, meaning even if they mash in between this, their button will not come out. Nothing will happen if they press a button here because it is a true block string. I hope this helps you figure out your offensive game plan a little bit better. It's something that I learned way too late. You know, having a systemized pressure, flowchart, whatever you want to call it, like this that you can just go into and then understand the response and adjust accordingly is very important. You know, if I do stand light kick, tick throw, and he techs it, then I'm going to shimmy. If he, you know, doesn't bite, then I'm going to go into my frame trap or vice versa. You know, you just mess around with it, do your little systemized pressure and figure out what they like to do before you start going into heavy duty stuff like this. That's all I got for you today. I hope it helps you out. If it does, please consider subscribing, and thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you again very soon.